Hey everyone, my name is Sam, and this is I Went to London, Lesson 66. You can watch all my previous videos on my channel in the playlist I Went to London. Today, we will dive into 25 smart sentences for daily use in English conversation. These are expressions we actually use in real life, phrases that make you sound more natural, friendly, and confident in conversations. You might already use a few of them, but I promise you'll pick up some fresh ones too. So let's get right into it. When you run into someone you know, even just a little, it can feel a bit awkward if you don't know what to say. So let me give you some great phrases for that. The first phrase is, "It's nice to bump into you." This is something you can say when you unexpectedly see someone you know, maybe not very well, but you've heard of them or met them briefly. You're not saying, "Hi, best friend," but rather, "Oh, hey, small world." You could also say, "Nice to bump into you again," if it's not the first time. The word bump here isn't literal. Of course, it can mean physically running into someone, like in a supermarket. But in conversation, it just means an unplanned casual meeting. Now, the next one, number 2, "It's great to finally meet you in person." Use this when you've spoken to someone online or over email, but haven't actually met face to face until now. This is especially useful these days after years of Zoom calls and remote communication. Imagine you've been working with someone virtually for months, and you finally meet at a conference. You shake hands and say, "It's great to finally meet you in person." Number 3 is, "I've heard so much about you." This one works well when meeting someone for the first time, especially if you've been hearing positive things about them. Maybe your friend has talked a lot about their partner, and now you're meeting them. You could say this with a smile. A great response to this is, "All good things, I hope." Number 4, speak of the devil. This is such a fun expression. You say this when someone you were just talking about suddenly appears. For example, if you're telling a friend about your coworker's amazing project, and then that coworker walks into the room, you smile and go, "Speak of the devil." It sounds cheeky, but it's not rude. It's playful. Okay, number 5, "I don't think we've crossed paths before." This is a softer, politer way of saying, "I don't think we've met." It avoids any awkwardness or sounding too blunt. If someone introduces themselves and you're unsure if you've met before, just say this. It keeps things friendly and open. All right, now let's say you run into someone you do know and you want to catch up. Here are some useful phrases for that. So number 6 is, "How's everything going?" This is a great open-ended question. You're not asking about one specific thing. You're letting the other person decide what they want to share. Maybe they'll talk about their work, their family, a recent trip. It's up to them. Now, number 7 is, "What have I missed?" Say this when you've been out of touch for a while and you're eager to know what's been going on. It shows that you care about what's been happening in their life. You can follow it up with, "Fill me in," which means, "Tell me everything I don't know." Next one, number 8 is, "What have you been up to?" This one is super common and casual. It literally means, "What have you been doing lately?" But it often implies something fun or mischievous. I use this with friends all the time and even with pets sometimes. "What have you been up to, Diego?" It's light and friendly, but probably too casual for formal settings. Number 9 is, "We've got so much to catch up on." This means you're looking forward to a long chat because there's lots to talk about. You haven't seen this person in a while and you both have updates to share. You can say this with a smile and maybe suggest grabbing a coffee or sitting down for a proper chat. Okay, on number 10 is, there's so much to say, but I can't go into it now. Use this when it's not the right time to have a full conversation. Maybe you're at an event or in a rush, but you still want to acknowledge that there's lots to talk about. Can't go into it now means you don't have time to explain everything just yet. Now let's talk about starting conversations with someone new, especially when you want to get to know them better. Number 11 is, how did you get into something? This is a brilliant way to ask someone about their job or hobby without sounding nosy or formal. Instead of, why are you doing this job, which can sound rude, you can ask, how did you get into photography? Or, how did you get into marketing? It gives them the chance to tell their story. Okay, number 12 is, what do you do for fun? Especially common in the US, this is a great way to steer the conversation away from work and into personal interests. So we have number 13 is, what do you do when you're not working? This is a gentler way to ask about hobbies or passions. It's great if you don't want to assume the person finds their job fun. It also sounds more polite and open-ended. 14. What makes you tick? This phrase asks what motivates or excites someone. For me, it's helping learners gain confidence in speaking English. What makes you tick? Next 15. What floats your boat? This is a more playful way to ask the same thing. What do you enjoy? What brings you joy? It's like saying, whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you happy. Okay? Let's imagine now that you've had a lovely conversation and you want to stay in touch. Here are some ways to keep that connection going. On number 16, we have, I'd love to carry this on another time. Maybe you've run out of time or the setting isn't right, but you want to continue the conversation later. This is a great way to suggest meeting again. Number 17, I feel we've got so much more to talk about. This is a nice way of showing genuine interest in someone and hinting that you'd like to stay in contact without being too direct. It gives them the opportunity to suggest staying in touch. Next, number 18. Let's talk over coffee lunch. This is an easy way to suggest continuing the conversation in a more relaxed setting. Let's talk over coffee feels casual and friendly. It's a classic. We have number 19, we should do this again. Simple and effective. This phrase says, I enjoyed this chat and I'd like to have another. Whether you're networking, catching up with an old friend, or meeting someone new, it works. Okay, number 20 is, here's my number, drop me a line. Giving your contact details and saying, drop me a line, is a casual way to say, message me sometime. You can also say, drop me a text or drop me a WhatsApp, depending on your preference. We'll sort something out means we'll plan something together later. Now the hardest part of any social interaction, saying goodbye. Here are some classy ways to leave a conversation without it feeling awkward. Number 21. I'm a bit pressed for time. You can say this when you need to leave but want to sound polite. You're saying you don't have much time, but you're not being rude. Next is number 22. Right, I need to make a move. You might hear someone slap their legs and stand up as they say this. It's a friendly way to say, I need to leave now. Okay, number 23. I'm going to have to get going. Another gentle way to say it's time to go. By saying have to, you're implying it's not because you want to leave, it's because you need to. Number 24. I don't want to hog you, so I'll let you go. This one is clever. You're pretending that the other person is so great. You don't want to take up all their time. It's charming and flattering, and it makes the goodbye feel warm rather than abrupt. Last is number 25. I've already taken so much of your time. This is a sweet way to excuse yourself from the conversation. You're basically saying, thanks for chatting, I appreciate it, and now I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. And that's it. 25 smart sentences you can use in all kinds of everyday conversations. Whether you're meeting someone new, catching up with old friends, or networking at a work event, these expressions will help you sound natural and confident. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found something new to use today, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.